underrated tools that nobody seems to talk about?
Okay.
Or just what have you gotten that is severely underrated
Oh,
that if
jeez.
you, for example, I don't know, had to throw away everything you ever owned,
Hmm.
what would you just coincidentally, of course, not for any reason, what would you rebuy?
Well, I mean, I don't know how to tell you this, but I am basically decked out in the same colors as what I would rebuy today. Like if I had to start all over again, I would still get into rigid. I would still buy rigid. And coincidentally, on my saws, I would
Yeah,
still buy CMT blades. Not,
yeah, I can see that.
yeah. Uh, as far as like hand tools and stuff go, I don't use hand tools as much as I used to. I mean, back in the day, that's all we really ended up using, and now today, I can pretty much do most everything with power tools. So, as far as hand tools go, I would probably go on a fair cheap, you know, some Harbor Freight stuff, maybe some Husky,
What's going on,
just because
Shane? What's going
I
on,
don't use
Sarush?
Sharouche.
Yeah, I would say there's a lot of tools out there that just don't get any love. Um,
Yeah.
I've got one here. It's called the Klein slide drive, and I just picked this up. I already own this one. I kind of wanted another one. I put a Weehaw handle on this, and I've been using it for ever since I
Hey,
put
Cole.
that video out 6 months ago, maybe.
Yeah.
And I said, done with Klein grips. We're gonna try something else, right? Because these are compatible. So
Right.
basically, it's a 10-in-1 guts, right? Or 11-in-1, or 9-in-1. It's
11 and
all the
1.
same
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Linux makes a pretty decent one, red and blue handles. The
Sure.
blue will separate and you just push it back on eventually. It also
Right.
discolors a little bit. Weehaw made one here, and this said "Made in USA" on it here somewhere, and I thought that was so cool. Let me see if I can find it.
I have the same screwdriver
Right there,
somewhere.
made in USA, right there.
America.
So I was like, that's really cool. This is the one
Love
I'm
it.
going to switch to, and I've been using it. But check this out. You're going to notice something. What do you notice with this driver? What's going on here?
Oh, did you miss one? You
Yeah,
you lost
that's
one?
what happens with these, right? So as soon as you pull this thing out, your pieces are gone. I don't care who you
Sure.
are. If you've ever been in the field, man, these things
I know
are
Squatch.
gone as soon as you start to take them apart. The Klein slide drive fixes that because you can get to your 5/16 without having to take your whole tool apart. Sometimes I prefer a 9-in-1 because
Same.
when you get to your 5/16,
Yeah.
it's not these little short bits. I would have to try to find one because I don't use them often. Let me get one here. Not that one. Oh, here's a blackout that I just bought. I bought it because it's blackout. But what happens is to get to your 5/16, which is commonly for ground screws, you got to take this piece off, and then there's no magnet in here at all. So
That's
the
terrible.
Klein slide drive, it switches. Let's see if I can get you close enough to see this because it's kind of magic. That right
Okay.
there is 1/4 inch right now,
Yeah.
and when I push this down, no, backwards. That's 1/4 inch right now. When I slide this up, it turns into 5/16,
Okay.
and you don't have to take anything apart at all. And it's on a
Sure.
10-in-1. And then when you're ready for a different bit, this I stole this out of the HD 500 series of the Klein, and it's got the magnet here. So there's a magnet in the back, and I've been kind of on this. What do you want to call it? kick lately about these magnets and how they don't transfer, right? Listen,
Yeah,
there's the magnet. Ready? You hear it snap in there?
I heard something.
Okay, so you would expect this to be magnetic whenever a magnet touches metal, but then you get a tip right here. And dude, like what the
See,
heck, man?
Apache.
It's not enough to pick anything up. You know what I mean?
Kind of a waste then.
Drives me crazy. But anyway, today I got to a panel and I needed a square is what I needed. And then I also needed a flathead because you know, I check every connection. I'll poke the neutrals, I'll poke the grounds. When I do a panel inspection, I'm wiggling wires. I found a neutral
Mhm.
today that was so loose,
How
I had to
loose was
fix it
it?
on the spot. Like that's how
Oh,
loose it was. I had to fix it. I shouldn't be touching things in panels as the inspector.
right.
I It was so loose I couldn't leave it alone. It was probably going to start arcing.
Oh,
Probably was arcing.
eh.
There are a couple of people in here. Let's say hi to everybody. Just got the Klein
Apache.
fast bit ball grip. Love it. Nice, nice.
A,
Yeah,
a,
you won't be sorry for that purchase. That's a fantastic
no, that's
purchase.
Apache's at Disneyland.
I hope I didn't see you install your new generator panel. I was hanging Christmas lights and inflatables and things like that. Uh, yep. I hate putting the bits down and seeing them roll away. Yeah, exactly.
You know, it's funny that you bring up this topic tonight because there is a tool that I think people overlook because we've just grown accustomed to it. And it's
Yeah.
these little spade bits, but not all of these are made the same. As a matter of fact, this is the nail strike from
Right.
Bosch. You can see how thick it is. That's kind of uh, it's not normal for them to be
Yeah.
that thick.
Yeah. I could grab one right here.
Yeah,
Uh,
but people kind of ignore just how important these little guys are. So, I did a video. I got one coming up on
well, hold
this.
yours close so they can see the thickness. Look
Oh,
at that. Substantially. I mean, you got way more metal on the where it matters.
right.
Yeah.
So I did a video on this. It's coming out. I don't know when. Whenever I decide to put it out, if I ever decide to put it out. And I was like, I've got I think like six different kinds. I did three different ones. I did the old standard that has just the point, no threads. Then I took the Diablo Speed Demon. Thank you, Denny. I took the Diablo Speed Demon, and I was like, all three of these have the same function, but they all are different.
What's up, Danby?
And I was like, if I had to start it all over and I could only buy one, I would buy these, the thicker ones, the nail strike, because they offer me more versatility.
It's a good looking bit.
It is. I mean, they're sharp too. These are actually like if you run your finger along the side, these are sharper than the Diablos, made by the same
The
company.
the tool here, man. I need to lengthen this video here. Here we go.
Nail eater. Oh,
Um,
really?
before they discontinued the Cobalt rechargeable neck light, it's really good. I find it better than Milwaukee and Klein Tools head strip light. I have all three. The Cobalt outperforms both. This is what I'll tell you about the Klein. The Klein light. Don't get in an attic and that be your
Bosch.
only light, dude. That thing turns off unannounced. Um, at least like most of your modern lights, they'll flash for a couple of seconds, say, hey, my battery's low. And then you can start panicking, you're like, oh
Yeah.
crap, I better find a battery soon. And you usually have about up to 10 minutes almost of
Oh,
flashing.
yeah.
It'll flash every
Yeah.
minute. Uh, dude, that Klein light, it just turns off. There is no warning. That's a problem.
Yeah. I've got the Olight headlamp. It's really all I need.
Yeah, I want to get my hands on an Olight headlamp.
Oh,
Yeah. That's all I can say about that. I need
Need
to
me to
buy one.
send you one? You need me to send you one?
I mean, if I wanted, I could just ask them. They'll send me one. I just don't like to ask for things.
Yeah. I've
I
ghosted them
asked
so
for the
hard.
what did I do? I did something for them, and then I said, "Hey, anyway, you can send me this other light," and they were like more than happy to. And that other light's 2,500 lumens. It's the let's consult the wall of O lights to see which one it is. Hang on.
Okay. All right. It's not the mini ultra arc felt 2 ultra.
Uh oh.
How the heck do I know?
I think it's that one right there, but it
The
doesn't.
pen?
No, it's not the pen.
I was gonna say that'd be a really, really powerful light.
That's the arc filled. That's the O clip.
It's so cute. He
Where
keeps
is
his
it? It's
little
not here.
boxes. He keeps his little boxes.
Heck
It's so
yeah.
nice. Oh,
Warrior.
the
It's
Seeker
the
4.
warrior.
Oh, the Warrior. I've got that. Oh no, I gave that
Yeah.
to the wife. I gave that to the
Hey,
wife. I didn't like it. Philly,
every
what's up?
every one of these I have lost. I've lost that one. I have lost that one. I have
Huh.
lost. Yeah, I can't hang on to the clips. The first time. So last year I had that ultra, and I gave it to my brother because I hadn't seen him in a long time, and I was like, "Hey, you should use this. You know, you build transmissions, you might enjoy this." He uses that thing every day. He loves it.
Yeah.
And dude, I lose them as soon as I get my hands on them, man. They are gone. So whenever that last one came out with that leather strap, I was like, "That's
Yeah.
what we need." And what I do, I actually carry the what is that? The
I'll get
EDC
to it.
29. The EDC 29 has a burst of 6,500 lumens for about maybe 30 seconds.
Okay.
And it's just enough to get inspections and get a lot of light. Every once in a while, I walk into a house. Today, I was in a house and it wasn't enough light. So I had to have another flashlight on my hip that stays brighter, you know?
Yeah.
Actually, I've got what do I have on me right now? Oh, this is a knife. So I
Oh,
always carry my Duro. I love this knife, man. This is a Duron from O Knife. It's a V3 steel,
yeah.
and it's got the OAL aluminum, and it's just a cheap beater knife. It's less than $80. So any knife that flips out like this, that's smooth, and then breaks like that smooth, and has nice aluminum with a lifetime warranty and everything. That's a
Yeah.
good beater. But
So
so
so so Philly said, speaking of lights, Woobin sent him the X4 and G5. Bigger fan of those than Olight. That's what he
I've
said.
got the X4 here. I'm going to send it to somebody because you remember Rue reached out and said, "Hey, can you send me a light?" And I was like, "I'd be happy to." My problem with the X4, I think this is the X4. I think this is the instructions for the X4. Oh yeah, there you go.
Perfect.
You need a PhD.
Oh
You need a
Jesus.
PhD to run it. 1,500 lumens for me. Now the average person, 1,500 lumens is great, dude. 1,500 lumens is very bright. My problem with this light is that this slide switch is way too sensitive. And every time I pulled this out of my pocket, I never knew what it was going to do. I never knew if I was going to be in, like right now it's locked. So I never knew what mode this darn thing was going to be in.
Yeah, I'm out.
Yeah, it's
I want to hit a
re-
button and have the light come on.
really functional, really cool conversation piece. Really, I mean, awesome for EDC, right? You're going to carry this with you every day. You're going to learn this light. $50. It's a great light. I'm
Yeah.
not knocking it at all. It's a great light. What I do every day, 1,500 lumens is not enough light.
Right.
And I found that out the hard way because it's just not enough light. I really need even the Arcfeld Ultra with the 1,600 lumens. You wouldn't
Yeah.
think that 1,600 lumens versus 1,500 makes a big difference. But once you get to that threshold of like the minimum amount of light you can use, that much more makes it that much more useful, I guess you would say.
Yeah.
I actually like my Arcfeld Ultra more than my Arc Pro because of the brightness. I
Right.
like the Arc Pro because it's just a better light with more features. But as far as usability with brightness, the brighter it is, the better.
Yeah, I gotta be honest with you. Having Alzheimer's, if it's too complicated, I'll just set it down and I won't ever use it. I'll just look at it, be like,
It's
screw this.
yeah, this one it's pretty it's got a lot of features, man. It really does. I think if we yeah,
Oh,
so when the
weird.
strobes hang on, hang on.
Yeah.
What else did
Here,
they send him?
man,
Oh,
wife must be as good as you. She got back from Five Guys quick.
she did. Usually takes me a minute with Tyrone.
Yeah,
Gotta get warmed up.
you hate
What's up?
this. What do you hate?
Are you gonna be a while?
Not too much longer.
Just curious.
Yeah, you can go eat. All right.
Should we not eat out here?
Probably not.
Oh, look at this.
Oh,
He
dude,
sent a
there's a deer.
screaming deer.
I got a
That's
screaming
awesome.
deer. Yeah, I appreciate the support, guys. Thank you.
Thanks, Royal Rawyet Gang? Raleigh
Raleigh,
Gang?
Raleigh gang. Hey, I appreciate
Thank you,
that.
buddy.
Let me give it a heart. Nice. What was the other light that he got?
The G something or another? The G Spot 5?
X4 and the G5. The G5 is cool. It's a little bit simpler. It's got a little rolly wheel and stuff. I'm gonna send
See,
this
that's all I need.
to Rue though.
Okay.
The light's cool though, man. For $50, it's a great value. Come on, open up.
Thank you.
There we go. Yeah, because this one uses one standard 18650, I think. It's a 30, yeah, 18650. Anytime you get a light that has an actual battery in it
Raleigh.
that you don't have to charge with the USB,
Yeah.
good for emergencies.
Thanks. Thank you again, gang.
Can you put the Klein insulated bits in the ball grip and make it insulated? No, you cannot. The insulated bits are proprietary. Klein 12 box is expensive. Which one I have? Super bright. It's a beast. Yes. The mod box light. I might have to get my hands on that.
I like the reason I like the O lights is I can just do the thing on the button and make it go brighter, or I can just double tap it and make it go turbo.
Oh yeah, yeah.
It's just easier. I need easy.
Did you want to see the pen up close? I'll show you the pen.
Okay. He's doing this without a mic. If he farts, we'll be able to hear it because there's no noise cancellation. Should we listen? See if he cuts the wind? Aw. No, I like these. I like these ones. If I had to start it all over again, I'd get a whole set of these. Look at this. Sayer has been a member of the wireman for 11 months. Doctor said no more table saws for my heart. I mean, not for you, but you don't want him using a table saw, that's for sure. I don't know. I saw him using it, and I'm like, I got to make a table saw safety video.
I thought I lost it, man. I'm so scared to lose things. So this one's
Light.
the Warrior. It's 2,500 lumens, and it's
Hiltronics, I already told you this is a Bosch.
it's decent. This one's decent. The truth be told, though, I don't even know if 2,500 lumens is enough for what I do.
Yeah,
Now that I've
that's the
had
Warrior, though.
Yeah, I thought that this was going to be like my weapon of choice for doing my job, but it's just a narrow spot. See, where it's like a hot spot. So when I go to these pitch black buildings, man, I don't have any peripherals. Like I need peripherals. Kind of eerie, man, walking into a completely pitch black building that's been vacant for years. You know, someone could be living there.
Sure.
This
You know what
one's
I'm gonna do? I'm gonna buy one of those 10 million lumen lights from TikTok and send it to. Oh, what is this? It's a cat. Do not open yet. It says.
I
Thank you, Jacob.
appreciate that,
1,000
Jacob.
joules. One
Thank you.
1,000 joules. That's pretty impressive.
And I appreciate that. Thank you so much. So this is the Open 3, and it is out today, I hope. They told me I could release it on 9th. I don't know. So it writes, right, obviously. But what's pretty
I would
cool
hope, yes.
is
Being
when
a
I
cat.
first got this, I left it on overnight. So I walked in the morning to grab all the stuff off this desk, and the light was still on. And you're supposed to fully charge things before you start using them. So I was like, whoops. But hey, it lasted all night, which means that you can actually enjoy the feature of writing with this and it not be like a true gimmick.
Yeah.
So that's kind of cool. So we kind of
Okay.
accidentally torture tested it. And then if you hold the button while it's off, it switches to the sorry. If you hold the button if you double tap the button while it's off, it switches to the red light. And then
Oh,
that
sweet.
varies the brightness.
Yeah, that way your boss knows if you're ready. You just hit the red light, and he's like $50, same as last time.
And then it's got like 200 and something lumens on the front. But what's kind of cool about this, it's also got a laser on the front too. So it's like pretty good. If you can hang on to it and you don't lose it, it's pretty cool.
So how
I don't
many
know if I
more
can hang
days
on to
until
this long
yours is
enough.
gone?
I don't know if I can hang on to this long enough to enjoy it, but
Black Jacques said, "What it do, fellas? Not much.
what's
How you
going
doing,
on?
Jacques?"
Probably the most impressive thing is that it's not even like your standard pen clip. It's actually got like an actual clip to it.
Yes.
And then they got wires like shooting down inside there to make contact. It's kind of a cool pen. And if you spin it, it opens up the USB, which is right there to charge it.
Okay.
And then it's bolt action. So like most of their O pens do this. They have the bolt action like that.
Yeah.
See the bolt? It's like
Yes.
a rifle because O-Light is
I see it. Yes, I understand. Yeah.
very much 2A. So that's pretty cool.
I'm just saying with pens, if you're left-handed, anybody that's left-handed will tell you this. As you use them, just the way you write and whatnot, it actually unscrews the pen. Maybe you just not been left-handed long, ever.
Yeah. Oh, that is so interesting, man. So the light is actually in the front of this. And then so this part's conductive.
Silly, don't worry about it. You're at least getting one. I ghosted them, so if it makes you feel better, I just ghost them.
Who you ghost?
Everybody.
Yeah.
If I don't
ghost a
answer
lot of
somebody's
people,
email
but
right away, I'm done. Like I don't even remember them.
okay. So anyway, that's pretty cool. I think a really underrated tool is actually a plumb bob.
Oh, sure.
Because when you're in a ditch, right, and you got string lines above your head,
Yes.
and you're trying to stub up 4-inch PVC, you'll be marking with your tape measure on the string for like your windows or where your condo is actually going to go, And
Right.
you'll have little black lines on cross lines and all this stuff for like where everything's going to go because your ditch is 10 feet deep. Your radius on your 4-inch 90 is 4 to 5 feet long. You know what I mean? And it weighs about 100 pounds.
Right.
So you're down there in the ditch and you're trying to get it all situated to stub up to where this is going to eventually go. You can only do certain things with the plumb bob. Like a laser is just not going to cut it in the dirt, in the open sky. You know what I mean? And a plumb bob is like one of those things, man, where you can just hold it right up against that string, and that's going to be the back of your 90. Like it's unmistakably easy.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
plumb bob was essential.
yeah, I would say There's not too many trades that need that unless you're doing construction anymore. Lasers
I
have
did not know that.
made things like criminally easy now, but a plumb bob is still extremely necessary.
Underrated tool. Ox Tools Pro Tough Carbon Pencil.
So I got the Klein one. I saw the Ox Tool one. I bought 3 Klein ones, and then Klein gave me one.
I got
gotta
the
find-
Stabila
I gotta
or
find the
Stabila or whatever it is. All I know is it starts with an S.
Yeah, I like how the sharpener is in the cover of this one.
Yeah.
And if I haven't broken it yet, it's probably not going to break anytime soon. Fair. I break everything, so I'll have to try out the Ox. But I do like because the Klein has.
Stabila. Yeah.
Let's see here.
Where's your Stabila?
My Stabila got stolen.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah, I never bought another one.
Oh, well, they're only $10 on the TikTok shop. So
Yeah, so that's a Klein. It's actually a Stegeek, but it's all the same thing.
oh, there you go, Stegeek. There you go.
Here's your Klein. Oh, there it is right there. That's the one I want right there. Okay. Red, white, yellow. Yeah, it's got all the colors, man. That's definitely the best looking case. It's the most functional one. They did a good job on it.
Hi, LFL.
Hey, did you notice my Ryobi?
I try not to look at trash.
I was letting my daughter play with it. It's her she uses it.
I bet she looked at you and said, "Dad, this thing has no power."
She pushed it against mom's stomach and she didn't die. So yeah, I'd agree.
Oh, well.
Impact one is becoming one of your favorite hand tools. Not once you see this, or maybe
Yeah,
make
I'm
a
with
big
you,
check.
Shaka.
So, how'd you do that magic trick?
What magic trick?
The make the pencil the screwdriver.
That's easy. I left it to you. Hey, somebody sent you a happy poop. TNT sent you happy poop.
Dude,
It was
Happy Poop's
golden.
my favorite. Thank
It
you.
was a golden dookie.
Dude, friggin' W supporter right there, man. Thank you. Where did the slide drive go? I went out of this room and just ADHD'd and lost the pencil. Is that what happened?
Pretty much. Probably put it back in the drawer that you were just at. Just looking through. I feel didn't need his ADHD meds anymore. That's all I can tell you.
Oh no, I still need them. I don't need them to survive.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, before I needed them to survive, so that's the difference. We still need them.
Why are you gonna eat mole for dinner? That's a weird dinner, LFL. You should not eat moles.
I'll put them when I grab that moving.
Okay.
All right, so
A sad poop. I know. Another happy poop, and it's still golden. You missed
I
it.
appreciate that. TNT fishing. Thank you. Okay. Got a 5/16, right? So the one time that as an electrician you want to get your 5/16, I gotta tell you about this handle here in a second.
The Weehaw. There you go. Look. There's some more happy. Never mind. I'll whole sent you happy poop.
I think I saw
Thanks.
it. I've seen it. Yes.
Thanks, TNT.
Thank you, Stephen Ott. Man, I appreciate that. Thank you.
How
Okay,
Flex
so we've got a
warranty
5/16 here.
services?
It's the one time you're gonna take the screwdriver apart. And this thing, it actually has a magnet. Like, how awesome is that, dude? Look at this. Look at that.
Well, it looks pretty good.
It can't get better than that, man. You got a 10-1 with a 5/16 on a magnet. It's as good as it gets. Like, I don't know how this isn't in stores. How is this not in stores?
I don't know.
You know what part of the problem is? They market this as HVAC. So this is the HVAC slide drive. And like all
Oh,
the
okay.
best things from Klein, they say HVAC on them. Proof right here. 1401 HVAC
Yes.
was the first one with like the good bid storage.
Mole. I know what mole is. You're out here eating old moles, though.
So I like this screwdriver so much. Like, look how much I use this thing. Look at the grip. Look at the grip on it. Completely like
Oh, beautiful.
spins because I've used this so much.
Yes.
The HVAC stuff is the sleeper, man. They're making better HVAC stuff
Thanks,
than
B-Dubs.
electrical stuff. It's crazy. Yeah, so your alternate there would be to hang on. I'm gonna lose this piece if I lose it. This around. There we go. 5/16 here, right?
Yes.
But you don't always get a wire. Sometimes you just only have a screw, and then you're in the back of the box trying to screw this 5/16 in, and watch like. So the magnet to show you, you were thinking it was staying because it was in the 5/16. So watch what happens when I let go.
Did I?
Ready?
Sure. Okay.
So then you go here to the 5/16 that we were talking about, and you pop that in there, and it stays.
Yeah.
So
That's what magnets do. Yeah.
well, that's what good magnets do that actually transfer the magnet. Yes. The last batch of whatever Klein's made for the last 2 years, the magnets don't transfer.
Oh, well.
So watch this.
Is that Chinese magnets then? Is that when they're making their stuff in China versus the U.S.?
No, I don't think it has anything to do with China. I think it's just
That makes sense when you now that you mentioned it, Sayer. Just never used one that way.
I just think that nobody's testing the stuff right. I don't know exactly where.
Yeah, it's got to be hard to R&D when the D is not where the R is. It's kind of like marriage.
R&D with the D's, not with the R's. All right. I
Yeah.
appreciate the golden happy poop. That pops
the
up
D-
really fast.
If the D and P in a marriage are in separate places, it's really hard to maintain a marriage. Just like in a business, if the R and D are in separate places, it's really hard to maintain that quality.
Jacques says, my brother on the left talks like a true
Jacques.
electrician. Complaint? What is it?
That's Jacques.
Jacques. My bad, dude.
Yeah.
I did not mean to butcher that. Talks like a true electrician, complaint after complaint. That's awesome. So, yeah, I purchased this. And I don't know if it's good or not. We're going to find out.
It's not bad when it's by the A. It's when it's in the A that you got a problem there.
This
Sayer.
is the 65129. And I'll see if I can find it. Yeah, 2016, Chicago, Illinois, USA, 2016.
Okay.
Now, what we know from this handle is that it's not hollow. It's not a 10-in-1, which means I
Thank you for
appreciate
the
that,
poop.
Steven. Dude, thank you for the golden poop. Great.
He normally prefers a shower.
What we know from this, the handle's never going to slip because it's not hollow. And it's slightly newer. So let's get her open. We got unique patented tip slides back and forth. It was pretty funny because I can tell you this. Oh, it's a U.S. patent too. The patent is 7,654,175. 7,654,175 B2.
Okay.
Good patent. It was funny because I was talking to Klein, right? They got like a 50-foot table out there,
Uh-huh.
and getting passed around all kinds of tools that aren't out yet, concepts, all this stuff, right? And I'm sitting there, I'm like, hey, you guys remember the slide drive? That's what we need, you know? And the
Yeah,
guy that was sitting there, one of the main guys, he was like, actually, I made that happen. I was like, that's cool.
love it. I'm not gonna tell you, but the audience
I was trying not
appreciates
to
a
hit my
good.
camera.
Y'all have a good sense of humor. You
I was
all have a
trying not
good
to hit my
sense of humor.
camera.
If you hit it, we won't mind. It'll just be one other thing. I
What's
want you to know I have contacted every manufacturer in the world and told them never to send you a miter saw stand again.
never send me a
Everyone,
miter saw?
miter saw stand ever again.
What?
Like I beg them. I'm like, please don't.
That bad, huh?
I mean, you do you remember your foray into those stands?
Vaguely.
2 days?
Vaguely.
2 days?
Oh, that was a whole miter saw with the stand. Yeah. That was a collapsing one.
Yeah. Yeah.
In my defense, I was wearing a Pikachu suit.
What?
I
You
was
were
wearing
wearing a
a
okay.
Pikachu costume. It's Halloween.
Okay. I don't recall that, but sure.
This is awesome.
Yes, it's a nice magnet.
It is.
It's not spinning around like you thought.
Hang on, it will. Oh yeah.
There you go. Wow, look how well that magnet held.
And then you can slide this up to lock in the 5/16.
Yeah.
This is pretty cool. Okay, so
B-Dubs, do you remember him wearing a Pikachu costume for that debacle?
hang on. What's it called? What's it called?
What? A miter saw stand?
No. It was alive. What do we call the live?
I don't know. Something terrible? It's the
Yeah.
evolution. Wasn't it the evolution saw?
Let's try it. Hang on.
I just don't recall. Well, of course, I do have Alzheimer's, so okay. But now keep going.
You can't see it?
I see it. Was I on there with you, or was that night 2? Oh, it had to have been Halloween.
What's up?
Man, I'm live and in living color. Feeling good tonight. It's Halloween night. Decided to
Yep,
go out
Halloween.
and show all the men of the world what a real man looks like. Looks so good that every time your woman sees me playing with wood, she got to go change her underpants.
God, I'm
You were right,
talented.
dude.
I'm talented.
That's awesome.
No wonder
Someone
I
said,
didn't
"What in the
remember you.
Trump?" That was
Dusty
who are you?
Souls.
You were
That was
Dusty
Dusty
Souls. Yeah,
Souls.
that's a wrestler. Was
The
he
American
drunk?
dream, Dusty Soul. That's what I'm saying. Jock, we
Yeah,
know
he
you
kissed
played
her.
with your wood when you were a teenager. I just openly admit it. Like a
This
drunk
is the shit
lesbian.
you
Thank you.
missed.
Hey, a drunk
Whoop.
lesbian looks more manly than most of you.
Oh my god. 4 years now? How long have we been doing this for?
4 years. Going
Dang.
on 5. We'll be doing it for 5 years in March.
That's crazy. That's
Then doing
crazy.
the live streams every week for 4 years.
You know what's funny about this tool? So I'm going to tell you about this grip in a second. You know what's funny about this particular slide drive?
No.
I was because they don't recommend videos, and my personal channel is subbed to myself so that I can moderate and all that stuff.
I
I
love that deer.
appreciate the what are they calling that thing?
Oh dear. Thank you,
Oh
Jacques.
dear. I appreciate that. Thank you. So I haven't really varied from
All
what
right.
I haven't really varied on what I recommend. Different bags, of course,
Yeah.
but I'm not finding a new tool for you guys every video. It's, hey, we got a new bag. We got to see what tools fit in
First.
that. Every once in a while, I run across a new tool. This is definitely new to me, but the concept still remains.
Yeah.
I don't really switch it up on you guys too often. And when I do, you guys won't even know until I've already decided that it's no good.
See, I have
I
changed
try to
my
keep it.
mind
What's up?
on a couple. I've changed my mind on a couple of tools.
Yeah,
Nothing major. Like I've moved away from thinking that the Gen 4 impact driver was the best.
I never thought it was good. That's the thing.
Yeah.
Like,
I changed it up. Well, I liked it because of the size.
right, right.
That was the bigger draw for me. And then now I'll grab that triple hammer. The
Yeah,
Metabo triple hammer every time. No, without question, without fail. If I need a regular impact driver, I'm grabbing the triple hammer.
right, right. Is there any tool that has been around for a while that needs to go extinct?
Makita.
I hate to say it, man. I think these tenon ones need to go extinct. I think that hey, I think I lost a bit. I think I lost a piece to it. Hang on.
You're the only person I know that can lose stuff
No, no, no. It's
without
here. It's
moving.
here. It's here. It's here. This is exactly where they need to go extinct, though. This is why. Case in point. These things are so cumbersome. Back in what 2006, 2005. This was like the peak of technology, man. They didn't have 11 ones. They had 10 ones, and the
It was
11
not.
ones came
No.
out with the 3/8.
Hi, Rod.
I don't know how much of a nerd you are with hand tools, but when they came out with the 11-in-1, I kept my 10-in-1 for a long time. I was like, I don't need any more pieces than that. Plus, I was broke and going through school still and still an apprentice. But then once I started getting some money, I was like, oh, damn, the 11-in-1s, they got a 3/8. That's actually useful. But then on my own accord, just like with most things, I started buying the Savage levels from Lowe's. I started buying
Okay.
the 9-in-1s, the Lennoxes from
Okay.
Lowe's. I started getting
Yeah.
DeWalt bits, DeWalt, the angle stuff, like just exploring, seeing what works myself, right? What I discovered is that the 9-in-1s had the 3/8 as well. And the only reason why you need an 11-in-1 was to lose more pieces. Because the 9-in-1 will have a piece this long and it's really easy
Right.
to swap out.
Yeah. So that style isn't new. They go back to I think the first one I saw was probably mid 80s. Just not
Yeah,
from
well,
Klein. But they've
well
had they've had the drivers that you can flip the bits around and do all kinds of crazy stuff and
I'm
had the
pretty
different
sure
sizes on
Klein
them.
developed this size inside of this size.
Maybe.
You've always had the flip arounds. That's
Yeah.
been there forever. Pretty sure Klein developed this 1/4 inch, which this outer side is like more like a 5/16, the outer diameter, and did the
Yeah.
interior with the quarter. And that was a big game changer. Like, that's what everybody had. But
I don't think
I
they
never
did because
really followed the bandwagon or anything. I
I
never,
I know of one in the 80s. It was all gray. It was
yeah,
terrible, by the way. It was gray. Um, and it had the rubber on the outside. It had the what do you call it? Had like raised texture on it, and every time you used it, all the texture would fall off, and then you'd just end up cutting it off and going back to the bare screwdriver. but they had a style in the 80s
I appreciate it
that
backwards.
had the I think it was a 7/16, and then they had the 5/16 insert, and then it went down
Right.
to a quarter drive. 84,
Right.
same thing, ratcheting. Yeah.
Um,
Thank you, Sea Salt. Thank you. Yeah, I was trying to remember, like, that's going back a ways for me to remember that stuff.
except Cellite, nice. Did I say bear?
No. But it's trying to recall going back now 40 some longer than you've been breathing, trying to remember go back to those. They were gimmick tools back then. I hated them, but like I've still got the original vessel, which was called a screwball.
The screwball, yeah.
That vessel copied when that patent ran out. Vessel started copying it.
Oh, interesting. Yeah, and then Klein now has
Absolutely
the
shaka.
Japanese one being made for them. This thing's great.
I love when
So-
the old J Devs talk about the old tools like the star bit. Oh my god.
So
I remember when I started building, we were still using flathead.
right. Hey,
How
I,
old I
I
am.
still need a good flathead. Today I needed one, and you know what? I grabbed the Craftsman, and his
Yeah.
Craftsman screwdriver had a V on it, and they
Yeah.
had like that nice patina on it, and I was like,
Yeah.
oh man, these are cool.
Dude, I remember having well, the older houses, they used to have counterweights for the windows to help you open and close.
Yes.
I still know how to install those.
Oh
Like,
yeah.
I can still do the whole, and you know what? I hate to say it, but it actually worked really well if it was done correctly.
Can a strong neodymium magnet mesh with the calibration of multimeters? I don't know. I would probably say no because they snap magnets to the back of multimeters like this one here.
Yeah.
This is a field piece.
Well, he was
Magnets,
asking
right?
about a neodymium, which is a
Right.
rare earth magnet.
Right, that's what this is. Yeah, this is a rare earth magnet. It's
Okay.
encased in plastic,
All
so
right.
it doesn't mar up your finishes. But like, yeah, we can snap a. Trying to find something heavy.
Flats and impacts are torture.
Here's a 1/4 inch extension, so that weighs at least a good amount. I mean, that's
yeah.
definitely a rare earth magnet.
Okay.
I would probably say no.
Dude,
All right,
I
so
couldn't imagine trying to do it. Well, I can imagine, but I
I think
wouldn't want to
Josh wants
do
to
it
go on here and
all
make a
day.
cutting board. So you guys stay tuned to that once we finally get out of here. Um, my problem with the Weehaw, you don't realize how good Klein is. You don't realize what you got till it's gone. And
Okay.
that's true in a lot of things. Okay, I grew up in a house, didn't even have any idea what I had. You know what I mean? Just
Sure.
insane. We probably had an 80-foot kitchen with a 30-foot island wrapped in Corian. This was mid 2000s or early 2000s.
And you drank
1995.
your pinky. You
And we
drank your
did.
tea.
We had our pinky up there with our British tea. And attached to that kitchen was the bar kind of separated. So we had like a raised bar that dropped down for the kitchen because you could eat at the bar.
Yeah.
And behind that was the dining room, and we had probably a 12 or 16-foot table in there, and then it had 4 or 5 standard crappy aluminum windows because what you had back then, and it
Sure.
overlooked a hill over the sea, basically. Now we weren't right on the water, but we were the highest point of a flat where you could see the ocean and no other houses, and you could see the whole bay across, or the whole like sound across. Um, you don't know what you got till it's gone.
I
And that
know.
rang true when I started using this Weehaw
Do you
because
remember? Do you remember exactly when you started wiping your backside with $100 bills and had to use regular toilet paper? Was that like did that
yeah.
like damage your psyche?
Yeah. First off, you see how that's like getting marred up a little bit? It's
Sure,
getting kind of rough or whatever. That just happens from use. I've got to
sure.
file these down every once in a while because they get pretty sharp. This right here, that that right there is the equivalent of why I don't like certain brands that everybody loves so much, like the Milwaukee. The
Yeah,
new
you
Milwaukee screwdrivers are terrible with that.
sure.
You go back to a Klein, man, it is like it's honestly perfect. Even these are just rounded off to where you get a lot of leverage here. And
You mean that
thi
that design that they copied from Craftsman from back in
yes,
the 60s, 50s,
exactly. I
60s?
just hold
Yeah.
one today. Yeah, yeah, exactly, exactly.
Yeah.
Um, I will say this: I switched to this Weehaw driver bit backside here and put my Klein guts inside of it. Okay,
Uh-huh.
and I've rocked it for almost a
Hi,
year.
Uncanny.
I
Uh-huh.
whenever I put out this short, I don't know, 8 months ago, whatever it was. Whenever this screwdriver here, whenever the 1401 HVAC first came out, I grabbed this thing. I used it for 4 months straight, and then the handle started slipping. And look, I don't have a shaft in here. I don't have anything else. I can hold this here on the plastic, and I can spin this handle freely.
That
Here bouncing.
that won't go. Yeah.
Okay, so when you're loosening a screw, you're literally it's slipping the whole time. Like you're not getting anything done. You're like, and you're just spinning in motion. You know what I mean? Like you actually, it will not unscrew a screw if it's tight. You just spin the handle the whole time. Infuriating to say the least. And the worst part about it was that I recommended it on the channel, and I was like, dude, this thing is great. I've been using this for 2 or 3 months. I really like it. It's a bigger grip, right? If you look at this, it's a bigger grip. It's made for a man. It's got all the storage in it, and it spins freely, so you get that control effect. And I was putting it on panels, and I was able to hold this on the back flat like this. I was able to spin this like a roll of toilet paper because this was holding still. And some of those longer screws where it's just awkward to open up and you're over here like this, I was able to hold this here like this and just go like that. And man, it made life so much better. And then this thing started slipping. And that's when I went on a rampage against Klein. And they reached out shortly after that to find out what they're doing wrong. Luckily for them, because they needed somebody. Let's be honest. I tried this in rebellion, and I've been using it ever since. And it sucks, man. It sucks. It sucks. It sucks. It's not comfortable. It's kind of hard in your hand. There's no cushion to it, and it's like it's hard, dude. It's just not
Wait a
a
minute.
great handle.
Wait a minute. Okay, because the first time I grabbed it, I thought it was very soft, but it's compared to what else what other tools I use. Oh, no, I can't
How
even
do I
find it.
get such a strong palm grip? It's from being in the field for years, man. It drives my buddy crazy. Jermaine will come here, and I've got better grip strength than he does, and he's got big old freaking bear palms, dude. And one day I saw him, and he came to the house, and he had one of those, exercise things for mountain climbers, and he
Yep.
had it like dialed all the way up to like the max, and he's like trying to close it, and he's looking at me like, "I'm coming for you."
He should have known that you had many more years of self-love than he's been prepared to handle.
Inquiring minds want to know.
So, it's so funny that you like the Klein because I think one of their competitors actually makes the better tool.
Is it the Vera?
It is not.
It's not. Who is
I'll
it?
give you a
Is it
hint.
Vessel?
It's a 12-in-1.
I don't know. Irwin? Oh, it's the exact same design, but yeah, Southwire makes a decent.
It isn't, because the Southwire grip doesn't turn.
You got to use
stays
it
there.
every day for like 4 months. I'm pretty sure you can get that thing to spin. They won't always spin right out of the package. I could probably get this one to spin right out of the package just because I know how to do it. It's my blackout though, so I don't really want to.
I think this is. I honestly think it's just better. I have both.
Yeah.
The Klein and this one.
Yeah.
This one actually does feel better.
How much wide? Do you have a blackout with you or not?
I don't. How
Do
much
you think
wider
that
is
handle
my
is
hand than
thicker than this
yours?
blackout?
I could just grab my 11-in-1.
Yeah, grab your 11-in-1 because I'm on a mission to switch this thing
Jesus,
back out.
boy.
I'm actually at peace with my Klein grip spinning. I like them that much. I've decided that it's worth $30
I don't remember when you became such a homosexual.
and wasting $30 every 6 months on a screwdriver that's going to spin because the size of this thing, man, it's so good. And your thumb sits right there, and then it's got all the bit storage. I love this thing, dude. I still remember the job that I went on and the location I was at and the time that I was on when I decided that this thing pissed me off.
Oh, so I couldn't find the 11-in-1, but I've got the 14-in-1.
Ooh, it's a bigger grip. Yeah, it's a bigger grip than Klein then. Right?
Yeah.
That's nice. I like that. I like the bigger grips. I like what Klein is doing with the bigger grips. I wish that they had made this masterpiece with the bigger grip.
I'll just stick to this one.
Yeah. Yeah, the ball grip is nice.
The old gonna rip off vessel. I mean, yeah, no, that's exactly what I meant.
I think it'd be cool if they made these for all their different screwdrivers.
Yeah.
That would be yeah, I would like that if they would. That'd be cool. Just have a whole line. I actually got some inside information. It's not really inside, but it's knowledge for you guys. Do you remember the Journeyman series Kleins? I purchased a couple before I had to throw everything away, and loved them. Right. I always remember them being a little bit smelly. If you ever owned one, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
So actually, it's the same material that PB Swiss uses.
Okay.
Do you know why PB Swiss scents their handles like vanilla?
No.
It's to hide that smell.
Get rid of that funk. Yeah.
You know what that funk is?
Funk. I always thought it was from insertion from a lady.
Basically, yeah. So it's basically like the fatty acids of stomach that's mixed into the rubber, and that's what you're holding when you hold those grips. So Klein stopped using it. But that's why PB Swiss has to scent their handles because it has that enzyme or digestive, whatever it is to it. Actually, I got an AI. Hang on. What is the
you're
fluid
quiet.
that smelled so bad inside of PB Swiss screwdrivers?
The bad smell is butyric acid released as the cellulose acetate butyrate, CAB, plastic handle material slowly decomposes, a process that is more noticeable when the tools are stored in airtight containers.
PB Swiss Tools adds a vanilla fragrance to newer CAB handles to help neutralize this odor.
Pretty interesting.
Makes sense. Yeah, it makes sense. Now, can they do that to my ex-wife? Because she had that same odor.
I
Actually, I
like
don't
them.
care because she's my ex-wife, so she
I
can smell
like them
however
because
she wants. Yeah.
I'm in the lab, and we're working around with all these guys, and I see one of those screwdrivers, and I was like, I want one of those. Give me one of those. And then the main guy was like, you know why we stopped doing this? You know what's different about this? What PB Swiss does and all that. It's just really it was a really cool trip, man. That Klein trip was really cool.
So I'll do.
I use the red-handled heavy-duty dipped Kleins, but they are cushion dipped somehow.
Yeah.
Does Klein have red handles? Or are you talking about you're talking about the HDEs, the Lyman pliers, right? I think it's about the Lyman pliers that are dipped like this.
Can sand the screwdrivers to get rid of that odor.
He's talking
Oh
about
yeah.
he's talking about these.
Actually, I
With
think I have a pair of the red-handled Kleins over there. I don't use
so
them. The linesmans. I don't use the linesmans from Klein.
the linesman, man, they're fantastic. It's an HDE. So you got Klein 2000s, and then you got HD. I think it's E, and they are great. You can only get them at supply houses or Amazon, and they're almost more like a. Can we say Indian red still?
Sure. I don't care.
Perfect. More of an Indian red. Whatever color that is. It's not so freaking red like this. Like that's really red. It's almost
Just
brown.
call it matte.
Matte. So matte Indian red.
Matte red means it's
I don't
not
care.
shiny.
Not shiny. So they're super heavy. Yeah. My buddy Daniel bought some, and we were
So
working
do
at
I, Cecil.
Encore, and we were replacing all the lights. And anytime that you're working in an area where you're replacing lights, whatever, and it's like active, you got to watch out for like voltage and stuff. And we're installing these LEDs inside the parking garage for the first time, and these things are so bright, man. It was like the solution was don't stare at them when driving through, because this is like the peak of technology for LEDs and fixtures. And yeah, they're like, just don't look at them when you're driving through, because they put off so much glare. They weren't diffused at all. Anyway, we're working on some lights, and they used to have these old wall packs that were mounted to the wall, and there's conduit running to them. And Daniel and I were at this supply house called JL Matthews, which is a really cool supply house in Fort Worth. I need to go there sometime. I don't know if they'll let me film or what, but I told American Electrician about that place, so maybe you guys will see a video on JL Matthews. But really, really cool Lyman arborist store that was the first to have Knipex, probably in Texas. I discovered Knipex in almost 2007. That's how long I've been using Knipex tools. And they always have like the coolest things. So he buys these HDE pliers, and they were like $60 back then. Slightly thicker grips than this. Standard looking Kleins, but they say H on heavy duty, whatever. They didn't even last a week, man. That guy cut through some wire while this thing was energized. And while we're trying to discover like what happened, like how did you mess up, we ended up turning the circuit back on. And there was lights. So he's working on this light over here. And the big old lights like this, okay, they're like almost 14 inches, maybe 20 inches long, like this, by like that. Like they're big old high bays that you'd mount on like the side of a. Anyway, we turned the circuit on to see what happened. He's got 6 other lights in a row. Boom, 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 boom. In a row. I'm like, Daniel, how did you not see the other 6 lights on? Like, of course, this circuit's on, dude. What are you doing? Just cutting stuff, He blew him to hell, man.
Yeah. It didn't hurt him.
Your first Cobra water pumps were
Sears.
purchased from Sears, but Craftsman when I found Knipex. I don't know if I threw them away, if I sent them to Josh. I might have sent them to Josh. I hope I sent them to Josh. I still had my original Craftsmans that were
Dude.
branded in Germany. Craftsman was kind of hitting it, dude, back then, 2000 and I don't know, 9, 8, 11. They come out
Makeup
with that.
brush.
Was it Next Tech or whatever? They had a drill in their store that was competing with the Makita 10.8 because
Oh
DeWalt didn't even
God.
have a 12-volt impact back then.
Versus stack.
The first small impacts was like that Sears, and you had that Makita one, which was right for the time.
Yeah.
Was that a makeup brush?
Yes.
Appreciate it, Tommy Garrison. Yeah, 2007. Yeah, so we had guys buying that. That's when they had like that auto hammer and stuff.
Yeah.
That you could. It's kind of cool. But anyway, and they had Tough Built there. So I started buying
Right.
Tough Built back then, and I started buying all the Sears. I had all the sockets. I had all the wrenches. I had all the teardrop. I had everything from Sears, man. It was great. And just like Radio Shack, man, I miss that store every day.
I don't.
Which one?
Either one.
Either one. Damn.
Either one. Twofold reason. One, I lived in New York. Sears was not like very big in New York. And on the other one, what was it? The Radio Shack. We didn't have the money for Radio Shack when I was young.
So you're just a hater.
Well, like you're here going like, oh, back when I was a child, we had an 80-foot or an 80-foot kitchen with a 30-foot island in it, and I'm
I
like,
was
when
just
I
saying,
was
you
a
guys don't
kid,
know what you got till it's gone.
when I was a kid, we lived in an 80-foot trailer, and there were 7 of us.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
Probably not the same childhood. There's
Craftsman and Boots and Sears.
We had food stamps, and you were eating lobster and like having cracked crab with it or whatever. And we were
Right.
like, the only cracked anything that we had was a crack head in the background.
Damn.
I'm just saying. You're over here
Yeah.
drinking your stuff with your
So
pinky up.
that
I'm
lasted
drinking out
until
of
I was
broken
about
cups.
11, and then we moved out here, and then we had yeah, it was for a couple of years. It was pretty rough when we first moved out here. My mom and her brother had bought a place together, and this was going to be like the dorm. You know, Texas is supposed to be where we went to school, because in Bermuda, there's no degrees that you can get that's worth anything. School sucks, and it's reverse racist, so you get beat up because you're white. So you go out here for school, basically, you go to Canada. And yeah, I know, right?
Canada?
Yeah. I think one of the campuses, go vote for Laurier if you want to. That's the campus to go out there. So anyway, we came out here, and her brother had started making a life for himself with a family in the house that he was sharing with my mom, and apparently had refinanced it without telling her. So we were still sending oodles of money to pay for half of it. He was just pocketing whatever we'd send him, and he'd already refinanced the house without her signature. So whenever it came time for us to move out here, it was like, okay, cool, we've been paying on the house for this much longer. How much do we owe? And then it was like, oh, wait a second. We restarted the loan. So yay. Anyway, we were out here. He took all of his stuff, basically, and then left us just a shell of a house. And we had to figure it out. And that's when I kind of started going to school for HVAC and doing all that stuff. And we had sparking plugs that were literally trying to catch the house on fire.
Yeah.
and we had an electrician over. He saw my books for basic electricity for HVAC and electrical principles and all the tools and stuff, and he pretty much hired me on the spot that day, and that's how I
Yeah.
became an electrician.
So my dad bought a house, our first actual house that we could have called our own. We weren't just renting. When I was a senior in high school, it was a dog kennel that had gone out of business and he bought. So the floors, which my brother still lives there today, floors are made of concrete.
Yeah,
There were like no windows, no nothing. There was no plumbing. I had to put all of that in. I had to put the flooring. I had to do all the plumbing. I had to do all of the work on the interior of the house and dig the well. Now, you guys, great story
you're
here,
incredible.
but that was 1992. The plumbing in the house is still the exact same plumbing that I put in 1992. They've never had a leak in it. The only thing they've had to
Nice.
do is replace the water pump. The well is still the original well that they're using. And other than the ditches filling in over time and flooding the house, all of the rest of the stuff that was done on the inside of that house is still the
It's
stuff that
still
I did when I was a
still
senior in high school.
standing.
Yep.
Nice. Yeah, so you
I
had
even
to sort
I
of,
even put in the furnace.
and there was
I
no
didn't know.
YouTube to figure that out.
No, it's a matter. And my dad said, if you screw it up, I'm beating your ass. So that was the extent of his help because he didn't know how to do any of it.
Wow.
And I was like, okay, I'll figure it out.
Were you going to like shop class or something? Like what?
Uh-uh. Uh-uh. You know what I did? Because I was kind of I was a smart kid. So while I was at school, I would go to the library for every break, and I would look up how-to manuals, and I would read how-to manuals while I was at my at break, and that's how I learned how to do it. That's how I learned how to do framing. That's how I learned how to do run plumbing lines. Everything. It was straight from a book, and then it was applied knowledge.
Nice, nice.
And the fact that I knew that he would really hurt me if I didn't do it right. It was a huge motivator back then.
Motivator, yeah. Damn.
It was like, yeah, I'm not going to take my life in my own hands. When my brother offered to help, I was like, no, go away.
You were waiting to come back from Saudi back then. Dang. Yeah, backwoods.
Gen X, baby.
Appreciate your military expertise over there. Thank you for your service. You're 96, so Gen X right there.
Yeah.
I was raised by, let's see, how old would my grandma be if she hadn't passed away?
118.
No, she'd be like 90,
Oh, younger than my mother. Yeah.
95
Cool.
by now.
Okay. All right. Yeah.
What generation is that?
That is let's see. That's the greatest generation. That's the generation that went to World War II.
Yeah, that's what raised me. So that's the why I am why I am. That's
The
why I'm
Depression era.
respectable. That's why I appreciate things. That's why I say yes and thank you after every other word at a drive-through. That's why I tip $10 whenever someone delivers my food to my house. Why I tip 30 when I go to a restaurant. Um, I don't take anything for granted. That's all I can tell you.
Well, I'm older than you, dude.
I don't know that much French. If you don't use it, man, you forget a lot of things. I took French for all of, I don't even know what you call it, man, because in the UK it's like P. It's P1 through P6 7, right? And then you have M. So when you say grade 7, that's really like,
So primary school.
yeah, primary. And then M, I guess, would be middle.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they don't call it that.
Or S, secondary.
S, yeah, probably.
I took German hands-on
And
in
then they got high
Germany.
school. Come on, allez-vous. Let's see.
Yeah, whatever.
Come
They
allez-vous.
didn't say they were born in 96. I think he said he graduated in 96, that he's Gen X.
Nice.
Let's see.
I just realized he's talking in French. Yeah, not enough French to will Flex be the greatest tool brand to fail? Yes. Yes, it's the greatest tool brand we ever had. And there's gonna be a funeral. It's gonna be a funeral. If it happens.
They're not gone yet.
But there
So
will be a funeral when they go.
I don't know. I can remember plenty of brands going away over the years. Some good, some bad.
Lieutenant Columbo Lives.
Porter Cable is probably the one. I mean, they're still sold at Tractor Supply. Just nobody ever goes there.
You know, Porter
To buy
Cable,
tool.
yeah, they had a good life in the 90s and 2000s. And then that's it. 80s even.
Jonard.
I don't use the Jonard. That's more for like data stuff. Never dabbled in it. I always use the Klein stuff for data.
Columbo, if you don't have a shirt on, you can't be here.
Or a Christmas tree hat. Can you wear a Christmas tree hat?
We have outlawed your nipples on YouTube.
Oh, that's when he graduated, yeah.
21 degree framing nail salute at Flex. 2 Flex at the service. All right. 2 shirts on. Good.
So you tip like that too. That's awesome. Took German hands on it. And
He'll catch up one day. One day he'll learn to hit live chat.
I'm in live chat.
Well, then it says how long you been on. Hour 17.
By the way, you butchered
almost 18
pronunciation,
minutes.
buddy. You don't know French. Yeah. I have not touched French in so long, but I was reading it, not knowing that I was trying to read French, so I wasn't using an accent as well. How long you been on? So you already told me?
Hour 18 minutes. Yeah.
There you go. Yes, it is a great time to stock up on your flex values, especially the 2.0s, man. You can run a lot on a 2.0. You can run a lot on a 2.0.
Yeah, all their 24 volt tools.
Yeah, you can run the framer as a DIY. I don't know about all day if you're building a shed, but you can run it. You can run it for a lot of cuts.
Wait, how long do you think it takes to build a shed?
Well, you're going to have at least
you.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. And
Wait,
you're
hold
have 2
on.
cuts of plywood.
Stop. You said on the framer. That's a nailer. Framing nailer.
Right?
No.
I meant.
And then you were like, it might not make it all day on a shed.
No, I meant to frame a shed. That's what I was saying. Framing.
Oh.
I didn't mean like framer. Yeah.
Okay.
I never meant to say nailer. I was never wasn't trying to apply that to a nailer. I was talking about like framing a shed. If you were framing a shed, because you'd have to cut at least 2 full cuts of 8 foot and one side of the 4, because you're just going to lay your plywood straight down, right, for the bottom. So you're going to do at least 16 board feet of 3/4.
Yeah.
And then you're going to do at least 50 cuts. At least 50 cuts for all your lumber. I don't know if it'll do that on a 2. It'd be close.
I don't know.
It will run it though without slowing down. It'll cut through all the 2x4s, cut through all the 2x6s, and probably run some 3/4. I don't know if we'll do all those cuts on one 2.0, but it will run it. The 2.0s are great batteries for flex. It's the best thing to happen to them. If they had came out of the gate with the 2.0, it would be a different story right now.
I doubt it.
I don't.
Can I
Because
ask
the
you a
batteries would have
question?
never leaked. They would have never had
Can
leaking
I-
batteries.
I don't think that mattered. Because people weren't buying the tools before the batteries didn't leak. And then the batteries leaking gave them another excuse not to buy it.
Do you think that's just an excuse that people make up?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know why?
Because you hear it all the time.
Guys do not buy the tools. They buy the name on the
taken
tool.
The VCG
And
3 years to build a doghouse.
95% of the guys out there don't know their butthole from their elbow. And I normally use a different phrase, but the butthole from their elbow. They're buying the name, and they're buying the name because they're like, well, this is just what we're supposed to buy. Because you're, mentally deficient.
Nice.
No, I don't think VCG's ever finished the dog kennel. By the way, you know how long it took me to retrofit a dog kennel into a livable home? Multi-bedroom home, by the way.
A month.
3 weeks.
3 weeks. That's close.
As a 15, 16-year-old kid, 3 weeks.
Yeah.
They got a whole crew. 3 years. Ain't done it yet. I'm just saying. Pretty pathetic.
If people really bought tools, Flex wouldn't be in trouble.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, you could say that you can't say that their impact driver is the best anymore because it's not. The hammer drill's not the best anymore.
Landed on my
But
dick.
the vast majority of their tools, you can still argue, even after 3 to 5 years, depending on how you look at it. The vast majority of their tools, you can still say, are the best. And yet, folks aren't buying them. Homeowners are now buying them because they're getting them dirt cheap at Lowe's. Excuse me.
This thing actually holds us pretty well, It's not made for it, but it holds it pretty well.
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
I
so
don't want to buy a different brand. That's wrong thinking. Rune Wild no more. Why is it Rune instead of Run?
Rune Wild no more.
Rune Wild no more. That's the wrong type of thinking. If you only buy one battery platform, then if that brand starts making a bunch of garbage tools, guess what? You're buying garbage because it's got a name on it. Ask Makita guys.
Ask Milwaukee. They give me in trouble. They really are though. The impact on the drill, the gateway tools. Plus, they have given us a one-handed recip since 2015.
Yeah, it's been a while.
I've
Been a
been
minute.
waiting for a one-hand recip from. So
So
that's a decade. That's a decade without a new one-hand recip.
but they did give us a rear handle that's maybe the third best on the market. Oh,
Hey, that was nice of them.
shoot. That was nice of them. That's
What
very
do I
much
got there? This
Kia-esque
is
right
the
there.
Klein slide drive. So right now it is 1/4 inch, and when you slide this up, it turns into 5/16. But that's what I was saying earlier.
Sweet.
So if you look at the channel, like I was looking at a video 3 years ago that I did before I even started really talking about hand tools, or electrical for that matter. I really wasn't sure what I wanted to talk about electrical. I started talking about electrical, but just like most of these channels that try to start with electrical, you just no traction because nobody wants to hear unless they know what your experience is, and then you just got to kind of start
Yeah.
from scratch. What kept me going in the field was always getting a new tool. So I was like, you know what? I've got so many damn tools. I like tools so much. I'm going to talk about tools. And
Don't blame you.
my channel used to be called Conductive Wood you recall. Then we switched to tools and tactics. Because I wanted to talk about QPUs and razor knives and not razor knives. When I say razor knives, weird. And methods on how to sell people, like sales tactics, not really those kind of tactics. They're kind of play on words with everything.
Right.
And the tools that I had 3 years ago, basically, still today.
Well, if that's the case, then I can say the exact same thing, because the tools that I recommended 5 years ago, I still recommend today. But my channel is built on value, so I would still recommend rigid. I would still buy rigid today. I'll still buy rigid tomorrow because of the value. Do I ever say they're the best? No, I just say they're the best value.
Yeah.
And that's the only play that on words that I do is I'll say best value. I won't ever say they're the best. I'll say best value. And then of course my channel name's Soalz, Tools with Soalz, Sons of Alzheimer's, because I have Alzheimer's and somebody tried to make fun of me with it. And I just took their insult and ran with it.
Oh, I didn't even know. So what was your channel before?
Oh, that was it. Like,
okay.
well, originally started, and I think it was just called, I didn't have a channel name. I didn't even have a channel name because I've had the account with YouTube since like 2008 or 2009, whenever YouTube started. And back when you could see nudity on YouTube, that's how long I've had it.
You can see nudity on YouTube, really?
Yes, you could. Back when it first started, they had I watched 2069, Sex Odyssey on YouTube. Just straight up. I was single father. I could do that sort of thing back then. Anyway, so I didn't have a channel name, but I had the account. I rarely ever logged into it, but I did log into it. Yes, uncanny.
It's bad the name of Jenna Tools was taken.
Yeah, I know. Sorry, buddy. But when I started actually watching YouTube again was much later on, and then I ran into the den of tools. Probably 2016, I think, is when I first became aware of that guy. And then I'll say this, like by 2018, 2019, somewhere in that neighborhood, I was just done with him because I knew he was a liar. I knew he was a liar. I had watched too many of his videos, and I was like, okay, this dude's there's something going on with him in Harbor Freight. And then when
I'm trying to think why I started watching YouTube. Definitely because I got my inspector job, dude. I mean, that's a lot of downtime. That's a lot of downtime. But
I'm not worried about it, Black Shock. I've got a wife now.
I'm trying to think what or when I even started watching YouTube just to even watch. I think it was Man Caver Tools was doing some reviews on Which Impact, but that was like well after 2015.
Yeah, I think he started his channel. God, he's been doing it for almost 10 years himself now. Because he had already been doing it for 5 years when we got started. So,
yeah. Hey, sorry to interrupt you. Did you do your YouTube rewind and figure out what it said you were most likely to do?
No idea how to do it.
Mine is fix something around the house while listening to music. And that's why I have YouTube just to listen to music, reggae.
I don't know how to do YouTube rewind. I've got YouTube behind me. I can go right to YouTube.
Hit the app.
Oh, on my phone? I can't just do it on the computer?
Right there. Just you in the bottom left right there. And then right there. Right.
What?
That's it right there.
Oh, so if I go to view my channel,
Yeah.
I'm trying to do this on the computer, by the way.
You hit U in the bottom left right there. Just hit U, and then it's your recap is here,
Okay.
and then it plays all that.
Apparently, this is only on the app, the phone app, not on the computer. Got it. So
Yeah.
when I asked if I could do it on the computer, okay, never mind.
Who reviews
Oh,
prone durability and electronic teardowns?
that's you?
Yep. Home improvement, DIY, and electrical tips. Tech savvy, game focused, and resourceful. The skill builder. So you're drawn to content that helps you develop your skills. Hey, I was reading that, asshole. It's gone.
What's one of Den of Tools' worst takes? So, oh, geez, easy. Bauer is on the same level. Actually, he said Bauer's professional level tool, and he also says it's on the same level as Rigid and Cobalt, which it's not even on the same level as Ryobi. So,
Yeah. They say the skill builder. So I watched more stuff to better my skills.
oh, mine's gonna say that I like Asian women. I'm not saying what I watch on YouTube. Asian women.
What's the worst take that Den and Tools has ever had?
Yeah, I already had answered him. One of my first videos, if not my first video, one of my very first videos is blowing up a Bauer drill in under 5 minutes.
Never even took that seriously because I already know. No. You're
No,
gonna tell
dude's
me
a lie.
otherwise.
The worst part is he's still lying. He still lies about it. That like he's so pathetic. He's still out there lying about it.
Is he really?
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Of course, the guy also said that brushed tools were better than brushless tools until Harbor Freight decided to unveil a whole line of brushless. And then he was like, oh no, brushless is the way to go. Like, dude, at least be consistent with your moronic comments, because like it was easy. And worst part is, like, I call him out on that on his Facebook page or whatever. He was like, well, if it's not on camera, then it didn't happen. So I linked like 10 of his videos where he had said that. And then instead of just being a man and being like, hey, I made a mistake, he's like, he banned me from his his Facebook group, which, oh well.
Yeah. Yeah, it's no different. I mean, you got the
Yeah,
tool show.
Swatch.
The tool show used to literally just steal everyone's
Ugh.
content and then talk about it, right?
I think they still do.
Do they?
I don't know that. I don't know anybody that watches the Tool Show, but they get views somehow.
They do. Interesting. Yeah, they would feature all the tool channels. So whatever you talked about, whatever I talked about, they'd have on their show, and then talk about content they didn't even make, which does well on YouTube. I was thinking about making a tool show. Just feature some clips, give some people some spotlight.
That's the point, Shaka. That's the point.
But then I thought about it and I was like, well, then I actually have to watch everybody, and I don't have time for that.
No. Well, like there's so few, because like you and I talk about this a lot. As far as actual tradesmen go, there aren't really very many actual tradesmen that are doing real content. a lot of guys will they'll start as tradesmen making content, and then they're just like the whatever happens in their personal life, but they're not a tradesman anymore.
Yeah.
And they'll start making YouTube their full-time gig.
Right.
And God bless, like, I don't have a problem with that. I'm a retired man. I don't have a problem with that. The problem I have with it is those guys end up just making their channel QVC or the Home Shopping Network or whatever, where they're out there truly just dropping their pants and letting whoever send them whatever tool just so they can hawk it and make a couple of bucks off of you guys.
What did you just say, Steven? That's American Electrician's sister? No
Yeah, the
way.
tool has American Electrician's sister. Oh,
I met that dude at Klein. He was at Klein.
dang.
And I'll tell you what I said in front of everybody at
I
Klein.
understand, bro.
Basically, they said, "So, Robert, why did you make a YouTube channel?" And I said, "Well, to be blunt, I said I'm going to apologize to your face because I don't like how you present tools in the light that everything is great."
Yeah,
And I said, "I'm going to be a man. I'll apologize to your face and say, I'm going to start talking so much crap about it. But at the end of the day, you got somebody that is talking about tools that everything's the best all of a sudden, and it's your favorite, and it's just a different way, man. I could never present my channel that way. That's all I can say.
yeah,
I don't want to knock somebody. I don't want to take food off someone's plate. Somebody asked about Morgan on there. Not as bad as American Electrician, but every once in a while there'll be something on there. I'm just like, that's not it, man. That's not it. But hey, you guys do you. I'm gonna do me. But also, I'm morally obligated to tell you guys when someone's bullshitting you, just like you're morally obligated to tell you when someone's bullshitting you. So I call out BS as I see it, and every once in a while I see a little bit of BS. Every once in a while.
Rune.
I
Rune,
try to make sure that whatever I present on here isn't garbage. Did I just show
Yeah,
a pen light that costs, I don't know how much it costs? Yes. But Olight is slightly different than other companies. And I can prove it to you because we just had a bag from somebody else, and you guys are never going to
true
see it on
that.
the channel. Right?
True that. Yeah.
So let me read you the email.
I
You
don't
guys will
know if
never hear about
Morgan
this.
blew up. I don't know how many subscribers Morgan's has right now.
Let me read you this email. Because you haven't even heard this email. Hang on.
Rune, by the way, one of my best videos ever was talking about a book from the I want to say 1950s, 1960s that I used to repair my current refrigerator.
So I have not read you this email yet. Okay.
Oh yeah, we're with you on.
Hey, Robert, thanks for sending over the 2 video links. We really appreciate it. Our product development team, operations team, and even our warehouse team have all watched your video. And we are following your feedback closely. We've already passed on your comments to our R&D team and begun working on redesigning the frame, structure, size, and layout of the bag. Your feedback is incredibly helpful. We truly value the level of detail and professionalism you provide. Regardless of the pricing concerns you mentioned,
Wow.
we've also discussed that
Thanks,
with our
Chip.
operations team, and we'll bring it to the upcoming meeting for our leadership to review the pricing strategy. Your professionalism is undeniable, and with your help, we believe our products will continue to get better. We also sincerely wish your channel continued growth and success. Your work truly deserves it. Thanks again for your
All
support.
right, on.
It means a lot to our entire team. That's a bag that I'm not going to sugarcoat is good. Okay. I like these guys, like the company. There's just certain bags out there that you guys will never see because
Yeah.
I'm not going to pretend that it's great. I tried to in the beginning of the video, and I was like, you know, this is this and this is that. But then, like, midway through, like, it just kept doing certain things. And I was like, I looked up at the camera. I was like, all right, guys, this was not it. Like, I just stopped the video. And then I went into what's wrong with it, absolutely, and what that needs to be done differently. And then I made it a learning experience for them.
Yeah.
With saying, you know, I mean this with respect. Not trying to hurt any feelings. This did this. This was doing this. This was not it. It's important
Yes,
that
it
you
does,
guys,
Rome.
if you see something on the channel that you guys disagree with, and people let me know all the time, and I'll either back it up. Thanks, YouTube. Like, hey, man, you know, you're right. I'm not going to show this on the channel anymore, or you know, I got to put out a PSA that I completely was wrong. I got no problem doing that.
Sure.
If there's a tool that just ain't working.
You know what? It's funny you should say that. It's
Yeah.
funny you should say that. Because when I got the DeWalt quiet, I think they call it their stealth, whatever,
Yeah.
vacuum. I was like, hey, this is a serious contender for rigid because it's quiet. It's just as powerful. I used it a little bit longer, and I can tell you that it is not a serious contender for rigid. I just made the video the other day talking about the one fatal flaw that it has that would prevent me from ever recommending it to a tradesman. The hoses, you know, the little parts that go together.
Mm-hmm.
It depends on the suction of the vacuum to hold them together.
No.
But when you're maneuvering it around, they come
it's gonna fall
apart.
apart. You can't drag it by the
Comes
hose.
apart.
You can't
Yeah,
drag
comes
it by the
apart.
hose.
So the rigid's still the go-to. I've made the video. That one will come out, by the way. I made the video, and I can tell you 100%. While I'll use it in my garage, the first time that stuff happened to me on a job site, it would have gone off the building.
Yeah.
Like, I've got no use for tools that don't work when I need them to work.
Yeah, that's crazy. Would you go as far as say they perfected the refrigerator?
No.
Uh-uh.
They've designed it to break now. You get stuff from the 80s, 90s, and before. That stuff can still work today, even though the gases that we use are different. But they
Yeah.
can still get them to work today. Some of the products that are being made today, actually all of the products that are being made today, they're designed to fail within a certain amount of lifespan. They're just designed that way.
If I get a crap toy ray just to break it, no one has to deal with it.
Seals will go, the gas will leak, the plastic components that are on the inside will wear out and go in shorter amount of time than before.
Right.
Yeah, Maroon, you're right. Back in the 90s, stuff was made of metal and not plastic. That's exactly what I was saying. Thank you.
Yeah.
Wait, what am I giving a rest? What? Okay, I got to see what's getting a rest over here.
Give it a rest,
The
Danny.
Flex 23 gauge nailer, good. Quarter round trim. Sure. Yeah, it's a pin. That's all you need.
Let's see here. What's going on?
Give one a rest. I don't know. I don't know what he's giving a rest, but
I don't know. Sorry, it's shaky.
see,
Also, seen
that's
parts
just
5
terrible.
years.
Really.
Yeah, exactly. 5 years. This is the tool that started it all with the Klein thing, I actually had the Klein's guy text me, one of the engineers, and he said, "My boss."
I'm frozen.
Yeah, you're going. He was like, "My boss wants to know what's wrong with this tool."
Okay.
And I was like, "Well, let me tell you a story. I go to the supply house to pick up this.
Oh,
So I'm already out $60. Okay. With something I'll never use. Right. It's just gonna stay beautiful.
yeah.
So I'm at the supply house picking this thing up.
I'm with you.
And I see this stupid socket sitting there.
Never even
And I'm
used.
like, that's interesting. I've never seen a socket that has a spring built in it so you can change the sizes real time.
Yeah.
Get to the next one.
Yeah. I have the
And I started
same
looking at the
type.
sizes and I was like, oh my God, is that a 3/4, 9/16, a 5/8, and a 1/2 inch on the same driver? I must be dreaming, right? So I was like, how much is that? And they're like, it's $120. And I was like, you can keep it. So I go to the car and I got my nice shiny pliers. And I'm sitting there. I'm like, man, I really would like to get that on the channel though. It's kind of cool. And I've always wanted something has all the sizes ever, right? So I go back into the store and I said, man, what's the best you can do on this? Because this thing is terribly expensive. And he said, we'll give it to you for 80. I said,
Jesus.
okay. So I get this thing for 80. I'm looking for the strut. And I get it home. Hang on.
It's too thick.
You just gotta see it for yourself. I gotta
By
find the
by the
strut.
way, Sharush, if you come to America and you decide to move to America, I will give you my Americano Klein strippers with the proviso that you never use them. Just
Yeah,
keep them beautiful like America.
the 9/16 is on the 3/4 side. So this does not fit inside a strut.
Perfect.
So now I've got an $80 paperweight here from Klein Tools, which I love Klein Tools. I talk with them almost every other day. They send me stuff. I'm not sponsored. Trying to make their stuff better. Criticizing it constructively. I got this $80 thing. What is it? What do you do with this? What can you do with this?
Lug nuts.
Do you know how heavy this thing weighs?
Yes, because I have one. I don't have the Klein one. I have another one. I'm just
Is it
saying.
impact rated? How much do you think
It
this thing
is?
weighs?
I don't know. I don't know.
You could probably seriously injure somebody if you threw it at them with this thing.
Oh, Katerina Witt. You remember her, Danny? Katerina Witt.
It's pretty heavy.
It is pretty heavy.
13 ounces?
13 ounces.
16's a pound, right?
Yeah, it's
Yeah, 16's a pound.
yeah.
That's
You've been
almost a
hitting
pound of metal.
chrome. That is almost a pound. Yeah, I'm telling you, I have the same one. But it's not. It's actually from the TikTok shop. I had the same one, and I got the SAE because we live in America.
Yeah, it's SAE.
Yeah, I got the. I'm trying to find it. I normally have it around here because I fidget with it sometimes.
Yeah.
And I used it. I used it on my lug nuts out there in a video. I did it in a video, and then I hit it on the gun, and it took longer than I expected.
Hey, Jack the Cowboy was hidden.
Yes, I know. That's Chrome Floor Jack, by the way. He's hidden on my channel.
Oh,
I am aware.
What's going on, man?
So anyway, I went on. I've done it with regular sockets, impact rated sockets. I've done it with non-marring sockets.
The
All
best
of them.
strippers.
All of them work better than those.
Yeah, there's a reason why you guys haven't seen any S Connect S, Modbox, Klein, anything on this channel. And it's not because it doesn't work. It's because I haven't used it personally to tell you whether it's good or not. Is that fair?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not going to show it. So until I start using it, maybe we'll show it.
Well, I wanted to show that one because I got it from the TikTok shop, and there was another channel. I'm not going to say their name, but they might have the initials TRZ, who said that it was one of the best products that they had gotten. So I wanted to test that little thing, and I can tell you without any hesitation, dude's a liar.
Yeah. Well, there's quite a few channels on here that are members of the community, I guess you would say, that have talked about these a lot.
Hate them.
And
Hate it. I hate that
I,
set. I hate it.
I don't know, man. I don't know because
Yes,
it
Danny.
seems like every other day there's a new box out that
No.
I mean they sent me stuff just as much as the other channels did. I'll let you guys know.
Yeah, hold on. I'm
You
gonna
haven't
grab
seen
that.
one video.
I'm gonna grab that because I know little Jimmy here in the comments. He loves this. Oh, this is the bit driver. Never. But I can't get my fingers without putting the extension in. I can't get my fingers underneath the connect. Like my fingers stick out like my knuckles. They stick out further than the head of the socket on the ratchet. I can't use a tool where my hand, like I can't get underneath. I think you've got a bigger one than I've got.
Yeah, no, this is a full size. It's
Yeah, I've
it
got
feels
the other
good. I
one.
mean, there's like I said, it's not that there's anything wrong with these. It's just I haven't had a chance to use them, so I'm not going to talk about them. It's a crazy concept that I wish
That is a
everyone would
crazy concept.
understand.
I went to use this one, and then I couldn't use it because I didn't want to like tear all the skin off of my knuckles.
Yeah,
So
I
I
actually
got,
like that they have a hole in the side. That's kind of cool.
yeah, I got the smaller set
What does
because
this
I
look like
wanted,
when you scratch it? Do you know?
no. But look, I'm gonna put the biggest size head, which is a 9/16, a 9/16 socket. I gotta put in here. Do you guys see where my knuckle is?
Yeah.
I can't use this because all three of my fingers would be scraping on whatever I'm trying to use this on. So this would only be used for me if I put in the extension. Which at that point, why would I even bother? I can just go grab my 30-year-old Stanley pass-through that's worked for me for 30 years that has the comfort grip and just use that.
Right.
It doesn't make any sense to me.
See that knife scratch across?
Sure.
Is that
Oh, that looks
9/16 going to be there to stand the test of time?
probably not, no. The friction ring. If you guys have the opportunity to buy this set, which is the I think this is $27 at Lowe's, pass. That's my answer to you.
He said pass.
No, for little bolts, but this is a 9/16. This is the 9/16.
So it's laser etched onto the back
That's
side.
not a little bolt.
You can see the discoloration on that 9.
Yeah, I can see that. Yeah.
I don't think it's going anywhere. We won't know until we really try it. But I don't know, man. I haven't used all the stuff, so I'm not going to talk about it
Yeah.
until I've used it.
If you're talking about a quarter and you say that, all right, yeah. But when, like, we all know that dudes are out there using their impact driver for everything.
Everything.
And sometimes, yeah, it's a 1/2 inch socket and you're trying to get, and you do have to get your hand all the way around that because you can't just fingertip it like you can on a quarter or something.
Right.
And you do have to, and it's not big enough if you've got man-sized hands. Now, little Jimmy's might be different because he got them little tiny girly hands and whatnot. That's a little different. But if you got man-sized hands, you can't use this. You cannot use this. Matter of fact, Hyper Tough did it better.
Yeah.
I'll go grab the Hyper Tough because it's fun. Hyper Tough actually did it better. Which,
Yeah,
how
see,
sad is that?
It's good for HVAC. We use the Klein 1/2 inch and 9/16 today. Nice, nice. I got the heart pass through to do sway bars. Bought the ratchet wrenches.
And I only got this because of how awful the Klein is. Sorry.
Just got up out of a wheelchair like Eddie Murphy in Trading Places. It's a miracle.
But see, with the Hyper Tough, it's thicker through here, and you can grab back here, and you can get more leverage. But look,
yes, I'm listening.
Look how
Looking.
small this is
Right.
at the head. You should not be able to compare Klein to Hyper Trash.
I would agree with that. And the thing is, man, it's probably going to last just as long too. I hate to say it, but it's probably just fine. Yeah, that's made for small. So I don't even know 3/8 rod will fit in that pass through. Not yours, Klein's.
I
Right.
don't think. It's a pretty small head.
It might fit.
It's pretty small, but you definitely limit the.
I gotta be honest. I kind of like
usability.
that it's small a little bit.
Yeah, because you're gay.
Yeah.
Klein. For Klein. But no, I think the Hyper Tough is not a better tool, but they did a better job on that tool. As far as
you definitely get
pass-through
more leverage and stuff. I would agree with that. You definitely get more leverage.
I mean, look, they give you all the same, basically the same sizes as the Klein does, and a better form factor.
Yeah.
Hypertraff, Cryobi, Mosquito.
Harbor Freight's all you need for. I mean, you get a 9/16 deep. You stuff tape if you need a shallow. Or you put a bolt in backwards if you need a shallow. Right.
Yeah.
And stuff tape. I mean, that's really all you need.
I'll show you my favorite one.
3/4 9/16 is like the only size you need.
I'll show you my favorite.
And then you gotta have your Allens. You gotta have a ratchet for Allens. You need that shirt. What are you getting?
My favorite pass-through. Like if I only had to get one, this would be it.
Oh,
Nice. And look,
That's
you
half
get your
inch.
whole pinky in there. So
Yeah, that's half inch.
Stanley,
Stanley, nice.
comfort grip, 30 years old, buddy. Still working.
I had the gear wrench has always done me well. Gear wrench has always been. Gear wrench used to be a Lowe's. Is it still Lowe's or no?
Home Depot. Gear wrenches at Home Depot.
Yeah, but not all the good gear wrench. Just
No,
a little bit.
very limited. Well, gear wrench as a whole is.
Because we got Husky, but now at least Husky's making passers and stuff, right?
Yeah.
Took them long enough. A 35-year veteran HVAC tech used Cryobi today. Attempted to take off a few screws and it was smoking when it shut off.
Serves him
Yeah.
right.
Anybody else read comments in their respective poser voice? The ones we know, or is that just you?
I do.
That's funny.
Actually, all of my critics I read as though they are Michelle, because they all sound like that in my head.
Yeah.
Napa has some. Yeah, Napa. Napa also has Duratec, which Duratec is decent.
For the most part, man, for like construction, electrician, or construction, whatever you're doing, it's all decent enough. Everything's threaded.
True
You're
that.
not busting bolts that have been driving down the road with salt and corrosion, and you know what I mean?
Yeah. I don't use pass-throughs often. They just come in handy to have.
I mean, if you really want to, you can tighten to where you're spreading lock rings. Whenever I first started working at Fidelity, because we were doing a whole demo / relocation and refeed with cable tray, the guys I was working with, I had a set of Craftsman. I bought $100 set, and it was that quick wrench style, which was a mistake. It's that quick wrench, half little open. It worked, but it was gimmicky. But it still worked, but it's not great. And but I was, because the 3/4, I can't even fit it on the screen. The 3/4 wrench was this long. So I was spreading lock rings whenever I was tightening bolts. And then finally one of the guys is like, where is he? Where is he? So he comes over there and he was like, what are you doing? And he grabs my wrench and he's like, oh, that's how, because the wrench was, freaking 20 inches long.
Yeah, I don't buy Carline.
Laying in bed.
Yeah, I mean, it has been 2 hours.
Yeah.
Aw, hi, little one.
Hi.
She said hi.
It has. I heard. No, yeah, tool truck pricing has gotten insane, but Snap-on, if you guys are thinking Snap-on's going anywhere, they're not. They've got more money than you know what to do with, because they're bank.
Recurring payments.
Yep, they're bank. Every truck that you see, everything on that truck is financed.
It's a bank. Yeah.
So when the dude sells it to you, finance is already built in. He's already calculated how much his loan payments are on it, and how much he needs to make for profit is on top of that. So even if you're not paying it right away, you're paying it.
Yeah. All right. Well, that's all I got. I want to show you guys the Klein slide drive.
That's all I got. I didn't want to show you guys anything because I didn't know what we were talking about tonight.
I don't have a plan, dude. We just talk about tools when we come on.
I try to have a plan
Yeah, no plan.
sometimes.
Winging it. No descriptions. No plan. No script. 55,000 subs. Yeah.
You know what? I know I hit
I
123,000
think I'm
on.
like the definition of
Sunday.
what not to do on YouTube to succeed.
Yeah. I hit 123,000 on Sunday. I'm at 123.2.
Nice, dude. Congratulations. And that's all thanks to you guys, man. I appreciate all the support. You guys are awesome. You guys like the honest tool talk, you know where to go. Got Tools of Souls over here. And he's live on Sunday. So what do we got? I'm about to go live and dick around and fidget.
I think Squatch is going live.
Yeah, Squatch can build a cutting board, I think. But good luck. You need to move your camera closer so we can see what you're doing.
Get a
And,
microphone, wear a shirt.
Wear a shirt.
And
Get a microphone.
here's an idea. Don't have your camera 2 feet above your head and stand off to the side because no one wants to look at your ear.
It's true. All right. If you trim your bush,
Your deck
your
will
deck
always
will
look
bigger.
big. Yeah. That's what you want. You want a big looking deck.
We'll see you guys later. Take it easy.